devoted mother of 2 young children, and everyone knows who she is, but you may not know that she's also a best-selling author of children's books. Her latest is called Today I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day, which is great. I read it last night. Please welcome Jamie Lee Curtis.
So here's 30 cents for Joy. Just tell her, you know.
Hey, do you have a man joke?
No, a man joke. That joke, I just made, oh, no, I can't remember her name. I'm going to embarrass myself. The thing about putting the foot on the head of the
Debbie?
Oh, my God. Sorry, Debbie, don't hate me!
You know, everybody knows you as the Scream Queen, okay, from Halloween and all of that stuff, and they love you for that, and or they talk about your beautiful body, but last time you were on, you said what matters most to you in terms of the things you've created as a creative person are those books of yours, your children's books.
It's the only thing that resonates to me. It's the only thing that I can feel responsible for. In any other form, I'm merely an interpreter. I'm just comfortable.
I like it too. I'm sitting
Remember with the pillows.
You're an interpreter?
I'm an interpreter of other people's words and thoughts. And I have to take responsibility for them. Horror movies, you know, I take responsibility for all of these actions and these. I didn't write it. You know, it's like...
But this is really your baby.
But these are me. This says everything about, you know, how I look at the world, my sensibility, and so if they're embraced or if people like them, they are definitely connecting to something inherent to me, and I feel it. I feel a connection to these.
All 3 that you've written are about little girls around the age of 4 and a half, 4 or 5. What is that about?
I don't know. I mean, I've tried to come up with this sort of bad amateur psychology of my parents divorced around that time, and maybe that's sort of a delayed or a frozen infancy for me. I don't really know. I can tell you that when I'm with a child, I feel more comfortable than I am ever with an adult. And I have always, since I was a little girl, always gotten to the perspective of the child. I will lay down on the floor and look up at the world as my child sees the world. Like, for instance, I would just right now sit and talk to you down here.
Well, let's do that.
But the idea is this is what my 2-year-old sees.
And now, do you see me differently? No,
Yes, I do. Yeah. But what's really interesting, and it's a very good study for any parent, is get down to a child and then have your spouse or other person make an angry face. And you will see how terrifying an angry face looking down. I mean, it's hard enough if a parent gets angry face to face. But when a child is small and that energy is perpetrated down on them, it is something I've thought about always. So it's natural for me to have written children's books. It just, I think, without ever having a plan, I didn't know I was going to do it. It just is something that I'm good at, and I do, and I'm just thrilled, to be honest, that HarperCollins and Joanna Kotler, you know, gave me the opportunity to do it. I wouldn't have had a voice had they not.
Well, you're wonderful at it.
Thank you.
We really did read this book last night in the bathtub, the 3 kids. They loved it.
It's a wonderful book. It's a book that helps every kid understand.
It's about moods.
The book is about moods. It's a way for children to identify how they're feeling each day and how it changes with things that occur, how not to be afraid of a mood. If they read about it in this book and they learn that, you know, sometimes you're feeling cranky, or sometimes you're feeling confused, sometimes you're feeling a little quiet, and maybe there's a reason. There's a stanza in here about, I won't read, I know I'm going to read it a little bit later, but it just made me realize it because it's a sad one, and
Did you have trouble with your moods when you were a little kid?
I just don't think that anybody really paid attention to them. I think that, quite frankly, I was raised in that generation of kind of snap out of it, and I'm not going to find it in time.
Be seen, not heard, that kind of thing.
Be seen, but not heard.
Do you want to share, like, can I see your grumpy face now, honey?
Here. Okay, I'll read now. Sorry. You know.
There we go.
All right, this is just an example of, today I'm quiet. My mom understands. She gave me 2 ice creams, and then we held hands. We went to the movies, and then had a bite. I cried just a little, then felt all right. To me, that if a kid can learn early that that's okay, that it's okay to just feel off, and that it's okay to just not really talk about it necessarily, but just to express it, and then to be able to just go cry a little bit, that to me is a wonderful thing to teach them. And then there's funny, really funny, joyful, crazy, zany moods that kids get into. But that to me is a great thing.
I can see it's coming from in here.
But it's a wonderful thing for a child to learn is okay. It's okay. Whatever I'm feeling inside is okay. And that's what, you know, I would hope is, I mean, it's certainly the message of the book, but it's a gift for them.
Well, we have a lot of little kids who are dying to share this stuff with you. They got their grumpy face and their happy face, and then when we come back, they're all going to be out here, and you're going to read to them. Correct? And to the ladies, okay? So more of Jamie Lee Curtis right after this.
Well, I'll give her the 30 cents.
Oh, yeah, we'll give her the 30 cents.